In breaking news, the ABC has confirmed Prime Minister Anthony Albanese will call the election tomorrow morning for May the 3rd. National Affairs correspondent Jane Norman joins us now from Parliament House in Canberra. Jane, what can you tell us?
Well, Joe, as expected, it's on. The Prime Minister is expected tomorrow to drive to Government House to ask the Governor-General to issue the writs for an election, as you say, to be held on May 3. So it means that we're in for a 5-week campaign. And at this very early stage of the campaign, of course, anything can happen, but it's likely to be dominated by cost of living plans, and that's certainly been the theme of this week. It was only 2 days ago that we had the federal budget. The government has since passed its promised income tax cuts, and today or tonight the opposition leader Peter Dutton will be giving his budget in reply speech, in which he'll promise, if elected, to halve the fuel excise, saving households around about $14 a week. So that's just sort of a taste really of what's to come. But after months really of pseudo-campaigning, Joe, the real thing is finally about to begin.
And so, yeah, this budget reply speech from Peter Dutton in an hour or so takes on added significance for him.
Yeah, it certainly does. I mean, it's a pretty remarkable position, where we are right now. It was about, 6 months ago, the coalition really had cemented a lead in the polls over Labor. And so the expectation was that, we were headed potentially for a coalition, minority government or a coalition majority government. Since then, Labor has really managed to make up a significant amount of ground to the point where the polls now are largely deadlocked. Some are suggesting that Labor is sort of just ahead of the coalition. And so I guess the kind of momentum has shifted Labor's way, and that's made a lot of people in the coalition pretty nervous. The coalition has taken a very slowly approach to releasing its policies. So tonight's speech is really Peter Dutton's first big chance to flesh out the coalition's agenda. And we understand he will really start to do that. There'll be a promise to increase defence spending, as well as, of course, the fuel excise promise that has been leaked to the media in advance. And the other big part of tonight's speech we're expecting is on gas. The relatively high price of gas has been a big reason why energy prices have also remained pretty high. So that's going to be a focus for Peter Dutton. He will promise an East Coast reservation policy to help boost supplies, bring down the price of gas, and with it, he says, the price of sort of power bills too. So I guess the question is whether there's enough in tonight's budget reply speech to sort of ease nerves within the coalition and to give MPs really something to sell to voters when they hand out their how to vote cards in the lead up to May 3.